Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Final Whistle with myself, Usanan Mangisa. I'm on a high this week. The Springboks are 2-0 up in the 3-test match series. This week I bring you two new guests, Umai Premature, no Prince Go. Some of you might know them on Twitter. And I'm looking forward to what the gents are going to say, because we've had a few tweets where they've put their tweets on the line, if I could call it that. They're very opinionated, but back it with facts, and that's what we're all about. Gents, let's dive straight into it. Rugby, we're 2-0 up in the series. Some great rugby being played, but we can't overshadow the fact that we've been starting slowly. And what do you attribute that to?
Okay. First attribute, what we need to give the guys is congrats that they 2-0 up in the series. Had you said to me this time last year that would be 2-0 up against England, I would have said you're smoking something, to quote a friend of mine. But in terms of our slow starts, really, the guys have only played 2 tests together, so there's a lot of, combinations that still need to form and team cohesiveness. And I think that is part of the attribute as to why guys are starting slowly. But what we must give them credit for is the calm and composure that they actually have as a team. I think even Dwayne Vermeulen mentioned it in the past, that he's really impressed with how composed the team is in terms of getting back into the game. And I think that also comes from a sense of confidence that the guys have in themselves, that they know they have the ability to beat England. They just need to fix 1 or 2 things that are actually giving England the holes, and they're coming back into the test matches. So that's been positive, and it's a good platform for them to work now towards the Rugby Championship, and obviously the big one being the World Cup next year.
Sure. A team that can wrap up a game very quickly, are they going to let us back at 24-3? Because that is my biggest worry. We can become cool and collected and stick to the game plan, but once a team puts up another converted try, it takes to about 31-3, then you're staring down a dark hole.
Yeah, exactly. I think, New Zealand is not going to be as forgiving as England is. And goes on the money. Those defensive weaknesses need to be addressed quite quickly. If you look at how those guys were defending at one point, I remember the first try there was 3 players onto one of their centres. So it's an issue of, one, they haven't played together, they're still trying to prove to each other, and they're not communicating as they should. So I hope Rassie addresses that quite quickly, because once you go against New Zealand, they're not going to forgive you for those type of mistakes. So hopefully we address that. I think our attack is quite good. I had questions about Pollard the last week, but I think his foot came through in the last game. So we still need to address some things about we expected our midfield to be quite exciting with Delenda and I'm there. We still haven't got that yet, but I think once we get that, we're going to be quite a formidable team.
All right. Just to bring up something that we've chatted about on the show, is that how excited do we get with this team? Or do we rein it in slightly, see after the Rugby Championship? Or is there reason to get very excited?
Let me put it in this context. Before my friend Ngo met his wife, he dated some terrible, terrible woman. And they put him through a lot of pain.
Yeah.
So when he finally met his wife, he was quite excited. And I don't want to blame him for it. So I think South Africa has been through a lot.
We've been through a lot of
through a lot of drama. We have a right to be excited and be happy. Also, it's not the things that are happening are not small. England is not a Mickey Mouse team. This is 3rd in the world. They've got amongst the best coaches ever. And we are at number 7 somewhere, and we were, considered to be a brand that's going down in terms of rugby. Yeah. So we're improving in the quality of rugby we're playing. We have a black captain. We have transformation happening. So we have a lot to be excited about. I don't think we should hold back in terms of excitement.
All right, cool. Yeah. And I think with the transformation, we're seeing that it works. And we've been shouting about this, on this show, on other shows at Bryce. We've been shouting, give the guys a chance, and it works. I read a tweet today which kind of shocked me, but I think in a way we can. It said, no, you'll be getting to it. This one said, it's a blessing in disguise that Usia wasn't captain during Alistair's stage.
I agree with that 100%.
That is true, because everything that could have gone wrong went wrong during Alistair's time. If you look at this team now, the things that I like about this team is they like playing with each other. I saw a play where Usia made a steal and we got a turnover ball, and Dwayne Vermeulen picked him up to to say, well played, mate. We didn't see those dynamics when we had Alistair. There was a lot of things, set piece, everything was going wrong. Now, with this team, you can see that everybody is behind each other and they're playing for each other. We didn't see this, so we have a right to be excited. I mean, I'm actually looking forward to the Tri-Nations. I think as what we've done to England, we've hammered them to the ground, especially in the last game. I mean, it was more of a conventional test match. Yeah. They didn't even score a point in the second half. No. They were pointless in the second half. We defended on the red zone perfectly against them. They couldn't score. And we have to be excited with this team.
My only counter to the Siya Kolisi thing is, and I don't want to be a wet blanket, is that he personally as an individual, he's played better rugby.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that. So when Heineke Meyer was doing his funny things to him, I would have liked to see Kolisi on the field. Yeah. Whether you're captain or not, I would have liked to see Kolisi play more, because now he's trying to prove himself as deserving to play in the green and gold. And he's trying to prove himself as a captain at the same time. So I would have wanted him to not have those pressures on his back. But I agree with you, Mchana. We don't want to be a black captain losing to Japan and losing to
because it comes with a whole other question marks.